All right, guys. Next, let's talk about price drops. Sometimes it doesn't matter how good and how accurate your CMA is. Your client is going to want to start out at a crazy high price, or at least a high price. And the higher the price goes and the less realistic it is, the harder it is to get activity. So let's talk about how to get price drops. Number one, hopefully you deliver the listing presentation well, and so they understand how the market works. So that way they're not looking at you and saying, oh, well, you forgot to do this, and this is why the house isn't selling. No, it's not selling because it's overpriced. Okay? Getting that done is step one. Confidently, truthfully, and accurately delivering the listing presentation. But step two is we advise everybody, hey, take all listings. Even if it's overpriced, you know what? Take it, because you never know what that listing is going to lead to. It could lead to a client that's going to list their house and buy another house and do this and that. I mean, listings just open up so many pipelines and so many avenues to make money for you. So definitely take the overpriced listing, but learn how to get them reasonably reduced. So little things that you can say, little things that you can do. I've pointed out to people numerous times in the past that, look, you're pricing your house $20,000 or 20% too high, I should say. So at 20% too high, we have to find somebody with cash because it's not going to appraise. But that person with cash, they need to have an agent who's just really not any good at doing a market analysis, because they're going to know that they're really overpaying for your house. And so we really got to find a sucker with cash and a bad agent. Like, that's what we're looking for in order to sell the house. Starting to kind of build a story and build a trend as to what they're actually asking. If these people are going to be buying when they move, ask them, oh, where are you buying? Okay, well, now that we're buying across town in this neighborhood, let's look at the comparables in this neighborhood. Well, all those houses are going for $200 a foot, and your house is priced 20% too high. So with all these homes going at $200 a foot, what would it take to get you to pay $240 a foot for a house in this neighborhood? And then they start realizing, oh, well, I would never do that. Well, that's what you're asking somebody to do for your home. Just start tearing them down with common sense and reality is the key. Communication is key. If you take a listing that's overpriced, please do not let it sit on the market for 2 months without speaking to them. Okay? Reach out to them weekly and let them know, hey, I still think we're high. I still think we're high. Okay? Updating your CMA that you did, and show them, well, here's the original CMA. This is why I like saving CMAs on my hard drive and naming them to where I can go back and look. If you show them, well, here's the CMA where we originally listed your house. Here was your competition. They were all priced here. And by the way, 3 out of those 4 are under contract now, but yours is not. And the reason is because yours is priced 20% higher than them, despite the fact that you have a very similar home. Just leading them down the road of reasonability and common sense is important. But so many people struggle with that. But in order for them to agree to be led down that road, you need to deliver the listing presentation truthfully, confidently, and well. And you need to communicate with them and let them know, hey, you're overpriced. Hey, you're overpriced. Another house comparable to yours, this was one we used in our comps. It's under contract because it's priced reasonably. Your house is not going to appraise. Your house needs a sucker buyer with lots of cash. Just kind of building up all the impossibilities that have to happen in order for them to sell at that price is important. Okay? Sometimes you can agree. I've seen agents that will agree to take listings, but there's an automatic price reduction coming in 2 weeks or 3 weeks if it's not in a contract. Whatever you can do to get it to a reasonable place is what you need to do.